3, 2, 1.
Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Well, to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, mystery reading at number 1207. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, if you are a recurring viewer, you're enjoying my work, and you would like to help support it, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below, and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. And if you do feel called to subscribe and stick around, welcome. And thank you very much for your support as well as your presence during this reading. Okay, feeling indecisive. Don't know if I'm going to keep that silence or that long of a silence whenever I actually edit this video, but I was about to start talking when I saw 111 on the timer. I just now saw 1, 2, 3, I think. Yeah, the number 1 is not having trust and faith, and the number... second. And number 1, 2, 3 is about trusting that everything happens for a reason. Have trust and have faith, especially in the idea that everything happens for a reason. Maybe that silence that I did longer than I meant to. could have been thinking about something significant. This leads me into talking about the number 2 in 1207. We just talked about the number 1, and the number 2 can be confirmation of a significant relationship or situation on your mind. So I really get this strong feeling of whatever you were thinking about when it was silent, there was background music, but you know, I wasn't talking. Whatever you were thinking about feels like it was significant, and whatever this person or this situation is, it's important that you are wise with your decisions. You may feel called to the previous reading that I uploaded, 1206. But talking about the number 0 now, this can be about patterns or recurring themes that can show up, these patterns or these themes, they can show up in spiritual communication, the way that things align, or in other ways. There's a pattern to notice and to interpret and understand, it feels like. Number 0 can also be a reminder, a confirmation for you to put yourself first if you need to. If you need to choose yourself, this could be your confirmation to some degree or in some way. There may be an opportunity to heal these patterns or these themes that keep coming up in your thoughts, your feelings, maybe even your belief system. I guess I would say pay attention to what's going on in your mind, in your heart, and in your soul. And I just saw the number 444 on the timer, which is pretty interesting timing, unironically. because the number 4 is connected to stability and ancestors for me. And I just saw 4, 5, 6. You gotta trust that everything happens for a reason, that your ancestors are making their presence known for a reason. Maybe this is about a family relationship or some other close personal relationship, a situation at home, a situation at work, anything to do with your sense of stability and safety and security. There could be something significant about your instincts and what they are telling you. Moving on to the number 7, this number is about expanding your awareness and your consciousness. It's about wisdom and awakening and becoming more aware, more connected with the spiritual nature of who you are and that this reality is. There's an opportunity to learn here, both practically and spiritually, by trusting that everything happens for a reason. I like to remind people, at least in my interpretation, that whatever this reason is, and trust that everything happens for a reason. Sometimes you get to define that reason. Sometimes the universe will show you that reason. And sometimes it's just about having trust and faith in it without feeling like you have to know exactly what that reason is. It's okay to just listen to your instincts and your intuition. You don't need evidence to trust your instincts. When you add up these numbers, 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 7 is 10. There are 2 messages in the number 10. The first one is about the presence of your spirit guides. So not just your ancestors are making their presence known, but also other spirit guides, other spiritual beings. And these spiritual beings, as a second message, encourage you to have trust and faith in yourself, the universe, maybe another person or some situation. It could be a trust the process kind of thing. Again, listen to your intuition. Overall, this number 1207 has encouraged you definitely to have trust and faith, and I feel your spirit guides are also encouraging you to have trust and faith. There is a significant relationship or situation here where it's important to be wise about your decisions, to even protect yourself if you need to with the presence of ancestors. But don't forget that this is also an opportunity to learn and to grow, a spiritual opportunity to expand your own knowing, your own consciousness. Let's put it that way. So there are a couple of decks of cards on the table. These are playing cards, and these are just cards that I made myself. I'm definitely not. Wonder what that could mean for somebody, if it's resonating for you. I'm going to start with drawing on a couple of these playing cards here. And the first one is the 10 of Swords in reverse. It says inevitable end, healing. I'm also feeling connected to the word fury. So someone could be feeling very angry here about some sort of betrayal or very difficult loss. And while it is difficult, There's also healing to come. Healing and learning. As we said with the number 10 earlier, it's about the presence of your spirit guides, and I'm encouraging you to have trust and faith. Definitely trust that everything happens for a reason. This betrayal, this loss, this pain is happening for a reason. It is here to benefit you spiritually and intellectually, and ultimately how you show up in the world, the kind of life you create for yourself, the kind of impact that you have in the collective. Whatever you are going through, went through, will be going through, just know that you are never alone. Let's go ahead and draw the next playing card here, which is the 7 of Diamonds, or the 7 of Pentacles. That says perseverance. Number 7 is sticking out to me to wisdom, awareness, consciousness. There's a powerful confirmation here of an opportunity to learn. And it will benefit you both practically and spiritually, getting you better outcomes, but also just making you feeling better on the inside. I think life is always easier when we live, or when we feel at peace on the inside. The 7 of Pentacles is about hard work, patience, working on or investing in someone or something long-term that isn't connected to this betrayal or this very difficult loss right here. Something that you're working on, or that you could be working on, could give you a sense of hope, purpose, maybe make you feel heard or seen. What exactly are you trying to work on? Give me 1 second here. Had an alarm go off on my laptop. So that was very distracting, but when the alarm went off, I looked down at the timer on the video and I saw the number 222. Right when I was talking about something that you're working on. As we said before, the number 2 is confirmation of a significant relationship or situation on your mind, and the need to choose wisely and maybe even protect yourself. Let me think for a second and get a drink of water. I was saying before, what are you working hard on, or could be working on hard on, that could benefit from the healing that you're doing or that you could do? Let me get the last card from the other deck before wrapping up this reading. I just saw 3, 4, 5 on the timer. You gotta trust that everything happens for a reason. And I know whatever you're going through, it can be hard to believe that. Because it's not easy, it's definitely very painful. Interesting. Very interesting. This card has 2 sides. The first side has the number 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. And the number 9 is about having a sense of purpose and letting go. Yeah. Letting go what no longer works for yourself, and ultimately what no longer works for all of us collectively. This could be confirmation of a sense of purpose that you're already feeling, or to seek out a sense of purpose to help you, I guess, keep going, you know, it's hard to describe, but I am seeing number 444 on the timer again. Remember, that's connected to ancestors and stability. I kind of get this feeling that your ancestors are like urging you to protect your stability, your sense of safety, your sense of security. So, you know, just take care of yourself, both emotionally and materially, physically, you know, whole self-health, every part of your being, because you deserve a kind of care and nurturing from yourself, which would also help you attract people who are also more caring and more nurturing, in my opinion. Anyway, the other side of this card says, you are not the only person to have felt what you're feeling. Number 6 is at the top, which is about self-love, encouraging you to love yourself and to have a healthy relationship with yourself. You could, however you move forward, you could either use it to help you feel significantly better or significantly worse, depending on how you move on or move forward. I just saw the number 555 on the timer, which is about change and transformation. This is encouragement, maybe for you to do a personal transformation or to make some changes in your life, some important changes. And that middle card can sound dismissive. I can see how it might sound dismissive, but it feels like it's just confirming or just touching on what I already talked about before, about you not being alone. There is a bigger war, spiritual war, going on. And we all play a part, whether we want to or not, because we are all a force of energy. We have to hold ourselves accountable to purifying our energy. So we can create more purity in the world. Purity of excessive darkness, I'll say. I think I saw the number 654 on the timer, by the way, which is about trusting that everything happens for a reason. Again, you are going through what you're going through for a reason. There is deeper meaning, there is purpose and healing in this ending. And in whatever you are working hard towards. This could even simply be about working hard towards finding closure and healing. Which, with this number 6 up here, very confirming for me personally about the idea of self-love. That was very interesting for me, actually. This reading overall, though, has encouraged you to have trust and faith, to be very wise with your choices moving forward, especially in a specific relationship or situation. You may need to protect yourself. And it may be a painful ending, but you deserve to be protected. That's for sure. There's also an opportunity to learn and to grow here, and know that your ancestors, your spirit guides in general, are definitely supporting you and rooting you on to heal, to grow, to awaken, to wake up. And in so many ways, you know, so literally so many ways. The cards on the table have unfortunately made it clear that there is a painful ending here, but there is so much to gain in this loss that's more intellectual and spiritual, but still just as valuable as anything material. There's something to work hard on when you're working hard on it, or not, to be patient, to stay focused. And what's really going to help you with that is letting yourself heal, really, because it just turns into a bunch of distractions, you know, like the devil type of thing. But I did find it very interesting that the middle card here affirmed what I said before about you not being alone. Whatever you're going through right now, it's bigger than you. There are people who have felt what you are feeling, maybe even people in the future who will feel what you are feeling, and you could be that person for somebody that somebody needs to see to get to the other side or to overcome this. And I think that's a really beautiful thing. I do.